door looks cool. It's about backdrops, right? To another episode of Colossal Community Podcast. My name is Keith. I'm your host, and we're live here at the Hopper Mill in Wasteport. And tonight we are talking about popular candy for Easter and the history of the chocolate bunny and facts about other Easter candy for this year. And we are going to give you a chance to qualify to win the Colossal Ultimate Backyard Barbecue. During the hour, I will play a sounder, and when you hear that sounder, you can email info@colossalradio.rocks with your name and address and phone number, and if you are the first one to email, you will qualify to win the Ultimate Backyard Barbecue, which is a grill and a gift certificate from Thompson's Meat Market and Beltsville Beverage, and the grill is from Country Junction. So again, when I play the sounder throughout the show, once you hear that, be the first one to email, and you'll qualify to win the package. And tonight's guest, the first half hour, we have Tara from the Carbon County Fair. Second half hour, we have members of the Lehighton Park Recreation Committee. And we'll start off with the Carbon County Fair. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
So tell us what your position is with the fair.
I'd like to say I wear many hats, but my official title is I'm the Assistant Vice President.
And you're working on this year's fair.
Yes. Yeah. We've been working on this year's fair since the last day of last year's fair. So many people think the fair just pops up the first day and tear down the last day. But we are on the fairgrounds all year round, between cutting grass, setting up new signs, the power, everything. It's just a long project. We also have our new fairgrounds that we're in the process of developing. So we're on Logap Road. We lease our land from the Blue Mountain ski area. So we have to take care of that property, as well as maybe a half mile down the road, not even that, is our new fairground. Okay. So we're doing both of those. We do work sessions that people can come out and volunteer. So we're definitely always busy.
Nice. And what do you got planned for this year?
This year, we have a bunch of new exciting things. We're happy to announce that Good Time Amusements is returning this year. They weren't with us last year, but we're very happy to have them back this year. For entertainment this year, we have Boston Bockert. He's a family act. He has like a big hoop, magic tricks. He does 2 shows a day, and the kids always love that. They gather, we put bleachers up, so you know exactly where he's at. And we have monster truck rides Monday and Tuesday. We're excited for that because nobody in our area has done monster trucks, so it's something new and exciting. And we have all new entertainment this year. We have Adam Calvert on Monday. He was supposed to be there last year, but unfortunately, if you can recall, the fair was from the hurricane. So we had to close that day and Adam didn't get to perform. So we're excited to have him come back again this year. On Tuesday, we have Ryan Perrin. I may be saying his last name wrong. He's an Elvis tribute. We also have Heather Olson and Silver Eagle Band. They're a Patsy Cline tribute and our jump car race, which is always exciting. And Thursdays are Demolition Derby and the Clark Jackson Band. He is a younger country artist who is out of Pennsylvania, and he does like 90s country and things like that. We saw him out at the fair convention that we go to every year. And Friday, we have our local high school bands. They come and play. We have Lehighton and Palmerton this year. It's just really nice to get the kids to come out and for the patrons to see what goes on in our school districts. And we have an M80 band. And then Saturday, we're actually having the Emerald Dragon Karate come. They're coming to do a demo in our arena, which is nice. We try to get as many local things come as possible. And then we have Larry Zalby. He's a former lead singer of the legendary Debris. He plays during our auction for the 4-H kids, but then the night of the farewell, the Sons of Beaches, they're a Jimmy Buffett tribute. So we're very excited for all the new things we have this year, hoping to have a great year considering last year. One for history for sure.
So what goes involved with planning? Like, how do you contact different bands and that?
So our fair is made up of committees and it's all done volunteer. A lot of people don't realize that, but we're a nonprofit organization, so everything you see behind the scenes is done by volunteers. Nobody makes anything off of it. It's just people who want to give back to their community. So we're done by, the board is made up of 6 line clubs and the agriculture department, and everybody can have a role. So we have a entertainment committee where we just reach out to local artists, bands. Every year in January out in Hershey, they host a Pennsylvania Fair convention where they have a showcase for musicians to come and perform, family acts. So that's where we get a lot of our inspiration to meet these people, talk to them one-on-one. But other than that, we've had people recommend, like we had Mystery City before, that was a recommendation just by a fairgoer. So we're always open to advice and recommendations because we want to give the people what they want, because we want obviously people to come back and tell their friends. So it's just done by a bunch of volunteers with all of our committees.
Right. And how did you get involved with the committee?
I married into it.
Oh, okay.
So honestly, I grew up in Carbon County. I never heard of the Carbon County Fair. I thought the Palmerton Festival was the fair. And then I started dating my husband back in 2015. He's like, do you want to help my family at the fair? I was like, I don't know what that means, but sure. He's like, my grandpa's the president. I was like, that's cool. And I've been there since. We got married and I just worked my way up. But even as the first couple of years, I thought the fair just happened. I didn't realize everything that took place until I was like, I want to be more involved in this. Like, I want to help make the difference. I want my kids to help and get all the other local kids to come out and help, because it's something that really, it's so nice to see, you know, the community come together.
And last year you celebrated your 25th year.
Yes, it was our 25th year since the new fair has opened, because it used to be over in where the Lehighton High School was, and that closed. But then many years ago, my husband's grandpa, he wanted to start back up, and he got all the lines to come together, and we celebrated 25 years. It would have been our 26th, but because of COVID, we still celebrated 25 years. We recognized all of our long-term vendors. Some of them have been with us all 25 years.
Oh, wow. We
We had cake and gave it out to the fairgoers. It was just nice to recognize those people, like, no, like, we know you've been here with us from the start, and thanks for sticking by us from the beginning to now and watch us grow.
Nice. And will there be fireworks again this year?
There will be fireworks by Pyro Joe on Monday night. I did forget to say that. They were spectacular last year, and I'm so excited to see them. And they were live streamed on our Facebook page, and shout out to Channel 1 Metro News. He did them live stream, so it was really nice. All the support we got.
Nice. And you said that when the fair ended last year, you already started.
Yes. We have a meeting right after the fair. We're like, okay, what do we want to do different next year? What do we have to change? what entertainment you want to have. Because some entertainment is already booked 3 years in advance.
Right.
So like you can't wait. If you're just booking now, you may be screwed. Like you need to be on top of it. You need to know your game plan. If something fell through this year or somebody's tent blew away, we bought this and it just didn't work out, what can we do to improve it? So it's really just all year round. I always joke with my mother-in-law, who is now the president. I always say, from September to December, I don't want fair talk. It's my resting time till January. And she always laughs at me, like, there's no resting time. Like, I don't know who you're kidding. And I have 3 little kids. I have 3 boys under 3. And I still, like, gotta get to my meetings, bring them to the fair. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. So what is your favorite part about being involved with the fair?
It's honestly all the connections. Like when I used to go as a teenager, you used to just think, oh, you're coming for the food and the rides. But you're watching so many people from the community just come together who want to support the community and put it on. And you meet so many connections, like people, for instance, like tonight I met you because you wanted to talk about the fair, all the new vendors. We had a vendor come from Michigan. And it's crazy to think for being a small little county fair, you have vendors from all over come in. And you really can meet some lifelong friends or spouses, anything. Honestly, my dream was to get married on the fairgrounds. Did it happen? No. But it just really becomes part of your life.
Right.
I look forward to the fair every year, watching my kids go, my nieces and nephews. Is it a very stressful week? Yes, but it is worth it.
Right.
Like I said, we're put on by volunteers. Local schools send their kids out who need hours. We also do, if you need community service hours, we reach out to the local, I don't know what they're called, correctional officers, things like that. But we're willing to have anyone, even if like your neighbor was like, oh, I just want to do something this weekend. Starting in May, we have work sessions every Saturday at the fairgrounds to start prepping for the fair.
Nice. And how can people get involved? How can they get a hold of you?
The best place is on our Facebook page. I control the Facebook page along with 2 other ladies. If you send us a message, we're always putting out statuses like, oh, work session. If a session gets canceled, we'll put it on there. Even if you follow at any of the members, we're always posting and sharing information, but Facebook is the best.
Nice. And what kind of food do you recommend to get there?
My favorite? So all the Lions do have a stand.
Right.
Palmerton is known for their corn and their waffles and ice cream. Bowenstown does their burgers and hot dogs. Lehighton Lioness does their filling bowls. But I'm a sucker for Uncle Paul's stuffed pretzels. I don't know if you've ever had one,
Yes.
but it's a pretzel stuffed. My favorite's the buffalo. That is my favorite. Can't go wrong with it. But after being there for 6 days, you're eating every meal there.
Right.
I always go back to Dale's Concessions and Fingers and Fries. You just know what you want. I'm like, oh, I can't wait for fair food. Then the week of, you're like, I can't wait for home cooked meat.
Right, yeah. So if somebody wants to be a vendor, how can they do that?
You can reach out to the fair page, but our president, Melinda Fox, is in charge of the vendors. You can find her on Facebook, or her contact information is on our website and fair page, as well as our website. And if you has our phone number, you can call the fair directly. I do their phone, so I will direct you over to Melinda. We're always accepting new vendors, so.
Nice. It is being Easter week, and we have the top popular candies for 2025. There's 10 of them. Do you want to take a guess at what's on the top 10 list?
I would say they were like Peeps, I guess.
Peeps is on the list. That's actually number 5.
Really?
Yes.
Is the robin eggs on there?
Nope.
Really? Those are my favorite.
Oh, really? All right. The number 1 popular candy for 2025 is the Reese's Peanut Butter Eggs. Second is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. 3 is Sour Patch Kids. Number 4 is Starburst Jelly Beans. Number 5 is the Peeps. Number 6 is Swedish Fish. Number 7 is Hershey Kisses. Number 8 is Cadbury Eggs. Number 9 is Kit Kats. And number 10 is Skittles.
Oh, that's kind of surprising. Not really many like Easter candies.
Right, yeah. And the least favorite candy of around the country, you want to take a guess what the least favorite candy is? It's actually on the top 10 list.
Jelly beans?
Nope, Cadbury eggs is the least favorite candy.
Yeah, I should have said that.
The most expensive chocolate bunny was carved by a European chef. It sold for $49,000, and the eyes are made out of 1.7 carat diamonds.
Who pays that?
I don't know.
Who can afford that in this economy?
All right, do you want to take a guess at what the eight original jelly bean flavors that were introduced in 1976?
I don't even like jelly beans. I don't even know what kinds they have. Orange? Are they like fruits, at least?
They're mixed between fruits and different flavors.
I guess orange. I don't even know what jelly bean flavor is, to be honest.
I didn't realize there was original flavors, but
Spearmint.
number 1 was very cherry. Number 2 is root beer. 3 is cream soda. 4 is tangerine. 5 is green apple. 6 is lemon. 7 is licorice. And 8 is grape.
You saw one of those little jelly bellies with all the different flavors.
Now these are actually jelly beans.
Yeah.
All right, trivia question for you. What is the most popular non-chocolate candy for Easter? Is it A, jelly beans, B, Swedish fish, or C, Peeps?
Sea peeps.
That is correct. Peeps have been the top favorite for 20 years, and there's more than 1.5 billion Peeps are eaten each spread.
Wow. Well, sugar.
Yeah. So you want to recap again what you have planned for the fair and what the dates are?
Yes, our fairs are on August 4th through the 9th this year on Little Gap Road. Monday night, we have our Fireworks by Pyro Joe, Monster Trucks, and Adam Calvert. Tuesday, we have the Monster Trucks again with Brian Perrin, who's a tribute to Elvis. Wednesday, we have our drum car race, Heather Olson and Silver Eagle Band. It's a tribute to Patsy Cline. Thursday, we have Demolition Derby and the Clark Jackson Band. Friday, we have our local Palmerton and Lehighton High School bands. They play in our arena, and that's free to go in and watch them. And we have the M80 band on our main stage. On Saturday, we have Emerald Dragon Karate Demo. That is in our arena, and that's free as well to go in. All of our times will be posted on our brochures and our Facebook page and website as we get closer. And we have Larry DeSalvi, who's a former lead singer of the legendary Breeze. And then that evening, we have Sons of Beaches, which is a Jimmy Buffett tribute.
The 4-H is there as well.
Yes.
And they have a busy week as well.
Yes. 4-H, I believe, don't quote me, I think their week actually starts Friday or Saturday, like their first show. You know, if you can do one thing at the fair, support the 4-H. See how much work these kids put into these animals. I don't think we have chickens because of the bird flu. I know we haven't had them the last couple of years,
Right.
but they're allowed to put their pictures and things like that. But they have their cattle, their pigs, all that. Just so much work goes into it. They have their show ring. I don't remember if it was last year or the year before. They actually brought the president and the vice president in to see if they could do the ring with the animals. And then you have the auction. But so much work goes into 4-H. People don't realize it. And the 4-H also does, you can enter in baked goods, draws, do so many other things. All the information's on our website. And there's prizes for that and voting. But there's just so much to do.
Right. And all those exhibits are ran by the 4-H?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
They do lots of work.
Right. So if you would, you actually have specials for wristbands and stuff as well?
So we do, Tuesdays are Children's Day. We do a lot for Children's Day. We do a free raffle that all the kids come get a ticket. Between 6 and 7, we do a drawing. They can win bicycles, tablets, toys, all that. We usually have the state police come out, an ambulance. We had the helicopter before, things like that. We give out goodie bags, mascots come. But Good Time Amusement will do a ride special that day. You can buy a wristband every day for rides, but on Kids Day they'll do a special deal. I know one year we had even sponsored and it was free for kids. I don't know if that'll happen again this year, but that was awesome that year. But yeah, we definitely have lots of things for kids for Children's Day, which is on Tuesday. And Wednesday is our Senior Citizen Day. We do a free raffle for them as well. Under our main entertainment stage, we usually give out a gift card to the local restaurant to them.
Oh, nice. So you say that you plan throughout the whole year and you do cleanup. Does anybody need to bring tools if they want to come and help?
Tools are always helpful, but we do try to bring what we know are needed. Like on our new fairgrounds, we were cutting down trees. The fair did supply some chainsaws, but you're welcome to bring because the more chainsaws, the more people cutting down. Cleanup just generally includes muscles. Tearing down tents, loading trailers, throwing garbage away, more or less things like that. But work sessions, there's painting, there's fixing signs, fixing benches. So I wouldn't say like heavy tools, but maybe just, your toolbox you can throw in your trunk.
Right. So the new location, you're not using that right now?
We are not. We're still working on some permits. Our date is not out there yet. Hopefully we'll be there soon. We will not be there this year, unfortunately, but we're making progress. But we still are maintaining it and trying to do as much work as we can because once we get the go-ahead, we want to be able to move everything right over.
And are you planning on putting any type of buildings up? Or?
It is in our plans. May not be right away,
right.
But we do plan on doing buildings so that way we're not just a tech fair. That way if it rains and stuff, we're still got someplace to go.
And do you do any fundraisers throughout the year?
We do. I just started the fundraiser committee this year. We have done a couple. We did a poinsettia sale. We just did a dime donate. We just did 2 of them at classes and Sephora's and Gertrude Hawk for Easter. We do have an upcoming designer first bingo that is on May 17th, located at the Lehighton Orioles, which they were so gracious to donate their building to us for the day. As a nonprofit, donations and anyone who wants to support us is huge. So I'm selling first bingo tickets. You can get them through the Facebook page or if you find me directly. It supports us because without the community and their help, the fair wouldn't be happening.
Right.
So many people think fairs have money and we get money from the government and grants and that we're paid. We are not paid directors, our president's not paid. So if our fair doesn't make money, the fair's not putting on all the regular entertainment, things like that. So the first bingo is a great way to support us. Tickets are $25 a head or $30 a day up the door. We have 25 games, we have specials, we'll do door prizes and of course food. Our Fair Queen program is doing a bake sale. That's a great way to support your local Fair Queens. And we're also accepting applications to be this year's upcoming Fair Queen as well.
And what are the requirements for that?
You have to be in Carter County. There's no requirements as far as you have to be involved with the fair or 4-H. We do Junior Miss and then Fair Queen and there's some runner-up and stuff. I believe it starts at 13 or 14 for the Junior Fair Queen, but you just do an interview with a couple judges. It's not a beauty pageant. It's not on what can you tell me about the Carter County Fair. It's nothing like that. But it's a great way to get involved. Then you get to participate throughout the fair, give out prizes, walk around. You get to go to other fairs if you want to, and then you do get to come to the PA State Fair Convention and compete for Miss Pennsylvania State Fair.
Oh, wow. Yeah, nice. So out of all the fairs that you helped out with, what is the most memorable thing that you have from a fair?
So, my first fair, my husband, he dies this. I was naive, and I eat meat. I'm not vegetarian, but the moment you talk about meat and I'm eating it, game over. Like I don't want to think about what I'm eating. And they came in and picked the pigs up, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're going home!" And I was like, "They're going to the butcher," and I started crying. Like I was like, "What?" He's like, "You think they just go back home?" And I remember thinking, "Oh my God!" He's like, "Where do you think any of these animals are going?" I did not know that's where 4-H animals went. I just thought, they came for display and they went home. No. And the rain always add memories. 6 inches of water running around, soaking wet, holding down tents, trying to help people in the wheelchairs get through 6 inches of water. It's always a memory every year. I don't think you can pick one. You're making memories every day.
Right. Do you have people that come back every year that they always look forward to a certain thing?
Absolutely. We're one of the first fairs locally for the time of the year. So a lot of people are ready for their fair due to the fireworks. So we have lots of people come every year, especially local people who don't drive far, like the elderly. We have elderly, when the tents go up on Saturday, the day before opening, we have elderly driving in and putting their chairs in front of the main stage and claiming their spot for the week. Those are like dedicated fairgoers. They're every year, rain or shine, but they need their spot. You have your people who are looking for Uncle Walset pretzels, Skeeter's tacos, elephant ears. They know what they're coming for. You have some people who come in, they pay admission just for food and leave because they know this is where they can get that food. Because it's not food you can just get at McDonald's or Burger King.
Nice. What are you looking for? Is there something at the fair that you want to have that you didn't have yet?
I'm excited for the monster trucks this year. We were hoping to have them last year and it didn't work out. But with 3 little boys, I know they'll absolutely love it. I'm always looking for us to evolve and change in a good way. A way to have the fair benefit both our elderly and our younger generation and just meet a happy middle. So that way we make everyone happy and make everyone want to come back because we need to please everyone.
Right.
So I'm just excited to see some changes. And I'm always looking forward to see people come out and volunteer.
And I'm sure you have a list of what people suggested, but limited space, that's not all you
Yes. Right now we're on a smaller fairground, so we try to keep it limited to 1 vendor per type. So that way there's no direct competition. So for instance, if someone comes in selling lemonade, we try to keep 1 vendor just because we want them to not have competition with us only being like 3 aisles worth of vendors. On our new fairgrounds, it'll be even bigger, so then we're hoping to be able to expand and allow duplicates because there'll be enough space. But right now we do keep it so it's fair profit.
Yeah, nice. Anything else you want to add about the fair? You have a couple more minutes left.
I think I covered everything. I just like to emphasize, we are a nonprofit. I just want people to really understand who we are, and we're always looking for more help. Even if you don't want to volunteer but you want to get involved, finding out our local Lions clubs, you can join. I have who they are. You can join the Lehighton Lioness. We meet at the Lehighton Band Hall twice a month. Mahoning, they meet out, I believe, at the Normal Square, at their pavilion out there. Franklin Lions meet at the Franklin Fire Company. Palmerton meets at the Palmerton Library. Bonestown, Perryville, they meet at the Bonestown Rod and Gun Club.
Okay.
West Penn Lions, I know they're not Cardin County, but they're one of our biggest clubs as well. The West Penn Lions, they meet at their local fire company. And of course, you can join agriculture. When we say that the fair is put on by the Lions, it really is. And unfortunately, a lot of our Lions members are getting up there in age, health issues, and they just want to step back. But we need to make sure we have people to almost help them and let them train them. So we're really looking for volunteers. Volunteers all ages. We have kids who are helping us pay. Like toddlers, my son and my nephews, they're out there helping. And then we have older folks. There's no age limit. We'll find something for anyone.
Nice. All right. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much.
We wish you the best for this year. And as if there's anything we can help share, please let us know. And we can even get it on the radio station as well.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for coming. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Look, who doesn't want to be happy? Get yourself a nice little bath. Use it for the quality shampoos. Let it blow dry. It's the way you do your nails. And make sure you're feeling great. Okay? That's it. You started your papers and followed it for 22 years. Stacy and Jennifer have been doing this. So if you're looking for a local pet research and experienced staff, it's time to go.
Community Podcast. We heard all about the information coming up for the Carbon County Fair, and we talked about what the popular Easter candy is for this year, which we got more facts and trivia coming, because I know Becky likes trivia questions.
I do.
All right, we now have members of the Lehighton Parks and Recreation Committee with us, and introduce yourself and tell us what your position is.
Sure. So my name is Becky, my last name is Worthy, and I'm Chair of Parks and Recreation for Lehighton Borough.
And I'm Jordan Miller. I'm also on the board of Parks and Rec. I'm on Borough Council as well.
So we both serve on the Lehighton Borough Council, and this year actually we joined the Parks and Recreation voting board. So there was a restructure that's happening, and her and I kind of jumped right on board to make sure that Parks and Recreation continued for our town.
So give us a little background of what is the Lehighton Parks and Recreation.
So Lehighton Parks and Recreation was designed and set up 10 years ago, roughly this is the 10th year, to bring events and community building to our town. So we do fundraising. Some of the things that you've seen in the past that have happened would be the tree lighting that happens every year. So that's brought to you by Parks and Recreation. Music in the Parks was always brought to you by Parks and Recreation as well. And then throughout the years, some things have changed. Now we do like a block party for the 4th of July. So they did that for the first time last year, which we are continuing with this year. The late mayor, Clark Ritter, his wishes were to have a clam bake, so that's what it will be this year.
Nice.
For the 4th of July block party, which is a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you have a cleanup scheduled.
We do. We had a road cleanup scheduled, which kind of got rained out. But we do have a bear memorial cleanup scheduled on the 26th from 11 to 4. So anybody's welcome to come to help me clean up. Ironically, that is actually newly declared Lift Up Lehighton Day as well. So our mayor declared the Saturday after Earth Day every year a Lift Up Lehighton Day. So it's a social media campaign push, so you'll be starting to see the Facebook pages for that. But what it is it's designed to help our residents participate in the beautification of our town. So even if somebody paints their porch or weeds their garden after winter, take a picture of it. We want to see that you did something to make Lehighton beautiful. And then we hope that we've had a lot of other groups like LDI, Parks and Recreation. There's a local church group that is going to actually come and also do different things throughout the town. So we'll have organizations as well as residents participating.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what are your plans that you want to see in the future for the parks?
So I'm actually do you want to start with this one? I don't know.
So I think, we kind of go into it open-minded, right? Like we have meetings once a month, we sit down. Of course, we don't want to get rid of what already exists. We just want to enhance and, as Becky said, beautify things that we already have. But there are some additional things that we're thinking of doing. So I'll give you a sneak peek of one of them. So I work in GIS, like mapping. And so one of the projects that we have ongoing right now is to create a walking map of town. So it'll show you routes in town that you can take that are certain distances and difficulties. Because we know that there's a lot of walkers in town already. So just to kind of build on that, and it doesn't have to necessarily be a park per se. It doesn't have to be Bear Memorial. It's just about being active and recreating in town, and that can happen in many different forms.
Nice.
Yeah, so we plan to do a lot of different things within Parks and Recreation has done in the past. Right now, I don't know if they've ever had a full voting board like we do currently. So we have a full voting board, and then we also have additional volunteers, which I don't think has happened in the past 10 years. So this is the first year that we have kind of a lot of support in the organization. So with that being said, it gives us opportunities to do more. So I know we've talked about more fundraisers, things that would bring us money that we could do more for the community. We hope to have more music in the park. Last year they only had 3 events that were music in the park. So this year we were going to try to at least double that for 6 different evenings throughout the summer. Just something to provide to our residents, slightly more. We have this beautiful amphitheater, and we really don't utilize it as much as we could.
Right.
We've had talks around the idea of different things, like maybe an open mic night, maybe like a talent show, maybe like a new talent, new bands. So we'll see what that brings. We're kind of working through the logistics of that now. But so we're hoping to do more community involvement and just bring our town out into what's already beautiful and already there.
And I'll just add on that too. So during our meetings, we have other groups from town show up as well. So like folks from the pool, folks from like the historical society. There's a lot of like collaboration happening right now.
Which I really love that it's happening because it's never happened before. Like when you think parks and recreation, you don't necessarily think like the pool, even though it is recreation, So like Tom at the pool runs the Grove program every year. So if we could get just maybe even sponsorships for the Grove program for the week, like we could do more, just stuff like that. And it's obviously that would be the Grove program is for kids. So what better generation help than kids, especially in our town in the summer when there's not really a lot going on.
Right.
Yeah. So I know like one of the things I had talked around for myself is hosting maybe a book club in the parks for the summer months. For the elementary school kids. Just things like that would, not really be difficult to do, but could bring people together.
Nice. Those of you that are just joining us, be on the lookout. We are going to play a sounder coming up really shortly that you can qualify to win Colossal Barbecue Ultimate Barbecue package, which is a grill from Country Junction, a gift certificate from Thompson's Meat Market, and a gift certificate from Beltsville Beverage. Again, when I play the sounder, be the first one to email at info@colossalradio.rocks, and if you are the first person, you will qualify to win that package. And the giveaway will be held May 23rd, and Doc will announce the winner of his show. And if you don't qualify tonight, there are other chances. Tomorrow you can listen from the 10 a.m. hour to 11 a.m. hour to 2 p.m. hour to 3 p.m. hour and to 7 p.m. hour. And you can go on to colossalradio.rocks website and you can find a whole list of times when the sounder will be played. So again, we'll be playing that very shortly. And if you are the first one to email, you will qualify to win that, so stay tuned for that. But we are going to get into some of our Easter topics here. Do you want to take a guess at what one of the top 10 most popular candies for this year is?
Reese's peanut butter eggs.
That is actually number 1.
Good job.
Number 2, you want to take a guess?
I'm going to go with peas.
Nope.
No? Oh, your guess. Oh, what's my guess?
Number 2 is actually Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh, okay.
Number 3, you want to take a guess at that? It's a non-chocolate.
Jelly beans.
Nope.
Okay, I should just stop playing.
It's a non-chocolate.
It's a non-chocolate candy.
No.
Something chewy, Starburst, or like, I don't know, what's popular?
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
I'm not really sure either. I'm trying to think when I just put my kids' Easter basket. I'm like, no.
Alright, I'll give you this one, Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, Sour Patch Kids.
Number 4 is Starburst Jelly Beans. Number 5 is Peeps. Number 6 is Swedish Fish. Number 7 is Hershey Kisses. Number 8 is Cadbury Eggs. Number 9 is Kit Kats. And number 10 is Skittles.
Kitty cats. Yeah. I'm glad that sounds like delicious.
The number one least favorite candy, I'll give you a hint, it's in the top 10 that I just read, but it's the number one least favorite candy.
The least favorite candy.
Yeah.
Sour.
People like sour stuff now. I don't know if it's like popular. I think so.
What would your guess be? It is in the top 10.
It is in the top 10 that I just read off, so. But it's the least favorite, so I don't know how it's the bottom.
Oh, yeah, maybe that. Yeah, let's go with that one.
Caberets,
Yeah.
you are correct.
Oh, okay. I know people, so like, since you love cakes, I have to ask, do you like them like soft, or are you one of those people that gets it, that has to get really hard, and then you eat them, and that's me?
Alright, since we're on the subject of peeps here, this is an actual fact that people do with peeps, and I found this yesterday, that they let the peeps go stale and they place them on pizza.
Oh, okay. I haven't gone there before.
I haven't done that either, but
I know, like, I've seen them put like popsicle sticks and put them in hot chocolate.
Yeah.
And, like marshmallows, and that's, no, it makes your hot chocolate entirely too sweet.
Alright, the first Easter egg hunt actually took place in medieval times. Medieval children's game, a rabbi gave a hard-boiled egg to a choir kid, and through the whole entire day, all the way up until midnight, the kids passed it to each other, and whoever had it at midnight could eat it.
Interesting.
I think he's looking for a year. He's looking for a year.
No, that's the fact. That's just the fact.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
that's a lot of people touching that egg. It's gross. It's like every little germ factory is touching this egg. Yeah.
Alright, some chocolate bunny facts, 59% of people say they eat the ears first.
Oh, I can see that. Hey, is that what you do?
I can't watch chocolate anymore, but yes, I would always eat you.
Were you like one of those kids that had like you had a chocolate dino, you put the head off first too?
And then the bodies. Always. All the arms, the legs, the ears.
All the legs go first. Ah, you'd make a perfect serial killer. Take it all off first.
The biggest bunny made was in 2014 in Brazil. It weighed 8,000 pounds and was 13 feet tall. A candy company in Lancaster makes a 25-pound, 3-foot-tall bunny that costs $500, or you can get a 2-pound Easter bunny for $50. That's a lot of chocolate.
That is a lot of chocolate. It's like solid chocolate, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right,
Couldn't
no.
bite the ears off of that.
What is the most popular non-chocolate candy for Easter?
Most popular non-chocolate.
Non-chocolate.
These are just went through that list.
Is it the sour?
Yeah, the Sour Patch.
No?
Nope.
This is the most popular.
I'll give you the three answer. Is it A, jelly beans, B, Swedish fish, or C, peeps?
Peeps. I'm afraid to say peeps now. I don't know.
It's Peeps.
Peeps is the most popular candy.
I thought that was going to be a trick now.
It's been popular for more than 20 years, and more than 1.5 billion peeps are eaten each spring.
Why?
You don't like them?
No, I think they're really, really disgusting. I don't know how like your teeth don't ache as soon as you bite into one from all the sugar. You know, like my teeth would be screaming, like get this out of my mouth.
All right, and last question before we go to a commercial break. What candy took 27 hours to make just one in 1953? Was it A, jelly beans, B, peeps, or C, peanut butter cups? What candy took 27 hours just to make one in 1953? Jelly beans, peeps, or peanut butter cups?
I wish I knew the process of making all three of them. I feel like I only know the process of making one.
Took 27 hours just to make one jelly beans, peeps, or peanut butter.
I'm gonna say jelly beans.
I'm gonna say jelly beans.
Crazy, like a tiny little jelly bean.
I think it's jelly beans.
You would think that, but that's not the right answer.
What is it, peeps?
Peeps. It took 27 hours to make one. Now it takes 6 minutes to make one.
Oh, wow. We've come a long way.
Yeah, man. All right, we're going to go into a commercial break, and we are going to play the sounder for the Ultimate Backyard Giveaway. Again, when you hear the sounder, be the first one to email at info@colossalradio.rocks, and you will qualify to win the grip or the package.
Hey man, killer setup on the barbecue. Everything looks great. Thanks. Yeah, it's coming together. I'm about ready to fire this thing up. I need like your burgers. Whoa, dude, ouch! Are you dumping gas on that thing? Yeah, you gotta get it done correctly. Hold on, I gotta light a match. Well, that was unfortunate. I guess I should have saw that coming. But, hey, burgers are done. Bill, you okay? Dude, you're right about your
Sip a handcrafted cocktail. Delight your palate with farm-to-table focused fare. Make lasting memories with the ones you love. The Gorge Eatery is a place where friends and loved ones come together to enjoy scratch cooking in a unique Zen space. Located in the historic Hofford Mill in Weissport, you'll find something very unique to the area. Our newly redesigned event space is ideal for your next special occasion. Perfect for bridal and baby showers, micro-weddings, parties, and more. Log on to thehoffermill.com for more information and upcoming events.
All right, Gorge Eatery has some events coming up. The first epic Bloody Mary event is going to happen May 4th. Mother's Day, if you're looking to take your mom to a special place for Mother's Day, the Gorge Eatery is having 2 options for you to make reservations, either for brunch at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., or you can come for dinner from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's Mother's Day. Reservations are required for that event, so make sure you go onto the Gorge Eatery's website and make your reservations for that. And if you're looking for seafood for your Memorial Day picnic, the deadline to order is May 18th and pickup is May 22nd between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. And you can check out all the events coming up at the Hoffer Mill by going onto their website, thehoffermill.com, and you can check out their menu as well for the eatery. So that is what's coming up here at the Gorge Eatery. We are here again with members of the Lehighton Parks and Recreation Committee, and if you guys just want to recap some things that you have coming up.
Sure. So some of the things that we have coming up right now that we actually have scheduled is we have a Bear Memorial cleanup. That's on the 26th from 11 to 4. So anybody's welcome to come and participate. Like I said, that's actually the first day of Lift Up Lehighton Day as well. So hopefully we see our residents participate individually as well as group organizations throughout our town. So that's the first things that we have, and then you can look forward to some music in the parks and some other events that we'll have. We have the 4th of July block party, and then obviously still our traditional events is like the tree lighting at the end of the year. So yeah, that's some of the things that we have upcoming. Jordan?
I would say generally just keep your eyes peeled for new stuff as it comes along throughout the year. We have meetings once a month, it's open to the public, and anybody can come and join. We're also open to like new ideas and point to of, you know, give an idea for the park, swing by one of our meetings and I don't know, just like share your ideas with us.
Yeah, we'll collaborate, we'll get stuff done.
Yeah.
You know, the best thing is like we see part of what Lehighton would benefit from having, but we don't see all of it. So if our residents can come to us, and this goes for us being on borough council as well, and like I said, we are both running for re-election this year, so we're up for that as well. But whether we do or do not make it, we're still going to be heavily involved with Parks and Recreation. So, like I said, we see what we see from our end, but it would be great if our residents saw stuff that we didn't, and brought it to our attention, and let's collaborate together and do it to benefit our community.
Nice. So how did you decide to get involved with the committee?
Well, so we had Parks and Recreation had four on their voting board? I think it was four, maybe it was 5. They didn't have a very big voting board, and 3 of which have resigned. So that left 2 voting members, which is not sustainable. So in an effort for it not to be dissolved, and then for us not to have a tree lighting, and not to have music in the parks, and I already felt like the things that we did have was pretty minimal in our community compared to other communities. So just to see us almost lose those things completely was upsetting to me, and I think Jordan felt the same way. So it was kind of like a no-brainer for us, even though yes, it put more on our plate. Yes, it added a little bit more meetings, a little bit more work and effort and time and all of that. But we were pretty quick to jump on board and say, we're going to do this. So we just kind of looked at each other and we're like, we could do this, and we could do this together, and it could be really great. So
we both just have so many ideas swirling around our heads at all times.
It like doesn't stop. So I think her and I together make a really fantastic team as well, because we kind of bounce ideas off of each other, and we're like, well, what about this, what about that, and then we kind of come to what's better, what would be the end game. But yeah, I think right from the beginning, we were both devastated when we saw what was transpiring with Parks and Rec potentially going away. And we didn't want to lose that for our community, for our town. If you think of the tree lighting, and the tree lighting is a free event for kids, for adults, So why do you, and even using the parks as a free event, so why are we losing free events for people to enjoy? Yeah, carnivals are great, food truck vendor festivals, block parties, that's all great, but that all costs money. So we like to have things that our residents can come to that doesn't cost them money, and that they can still enjoy with their families.
Exactly. Just having parks be public open spaces year round, that alone, just having that ability to have those spaces in town, I think it's super important. And then for us to upkeep them, keep them nice, keep them clean and safe for our residents, I think that's front of our minds. Yeah.
What are your plans for the future? What type of event that you are looking to do that hasn't been done yet?
Yeah, so there's a couple things I'm working on. Yeah, I'm working on some yoga in the parks, which I think would be really cool. Like I said, I plan to do a children's book club, an adult book club for elementary school kids. I actually currently host a book club through One More Chapter, which is one of my jobs. So I am their book club director. So every month we have a book club that I run. Just in my spare time.
You find extra hours
in the day, I don't know. Sometimes I wish. We just said that yesterday to each other. Actually, we're like, there needs to be more hours in the day. But so just different things I think that have never been done before. I know we talked about doing potentially for a fundraiser duck derby in Montgomery Creek, or start there and then go down to the Blue Testament Public Works building. So all that kind of stuff we're working on. So. We'll see. I mean, we can't do. There's so many ideas that we have, and we would love to execute them all immediately. Unfortunately, they're going to take time. So you might not necessarily see them this year, but in the next year. So.
Right. Yeah. Cool. All right. Fact here, maybe you fall into this category, Becky. But 87% of parents will buy or make Easter baskets for their kids, and 81% will take candy from it.
No. I buy as little as candy as possible for because here's the thing, she goes to egg hunts everywhere, so she will get candy everywhere. Same thing, I'm pretty sure we sell Halloween candy at our house. I'm pretty sure there's probably still some there. So I try to put useful things like socks and like a new outfit, or like my daughter's very big into skincare, so like lotions and maybe she's like a new wet brush for her hair or something. So I try to make a useful Easter basket. I've always tried to do that. I think when she was smaller, I even would do more of like toys versus candy, just because even if you don't put it in an Easter basket, they still end up with a ton of candy from egg hunts, from everywhere else. So it's like, ugh, So I try that, yeah, and I do not dip into the candy. Kit Kats are about my extent of junk that I like. That's my favorite candy bar, is a Kit Kat, and ironically, like, they're not as prevalent. It's mostly peanut butter eggs, and I don't like peanut butter, so that's a no-go. It will absolutely stay safe in my house. I'm not eating it.
I don't think my kids basket either.
Oh, you don't have kids?
I'm not eating her own food, so
That's fair.
Alright, so one of the upcoming things that's happening at Colossal Radio is every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Ike, it plays all your favorite oldies music, and tomorrow night he is spotlighting all the music from 1964. And don't forget, there's time to enter in the backyard barbecue giveaway. You can check out the time slots on when the sounder is being played by going on the website. And don't forget, if you heard the sounder tonight, be the first one to email, and you can qualify for that. Other things that are coming up is Doc is working on a few things with small bands in the area, so stay tuned for that as well. Coming up next month, I think he's going to be putting that together, and he talks about that on his show. Our next show is going to be April 28th, and we are going to be talking about Bugs Bunny. It is National Bugs Bunny Day, and we are going to be talking about some controversial cartoons that Bugs Bunny was in that were banned from TV, and some of them are still banned from TV. 7 to 7:30, we have members that will be talking about Warning the River event, and then the second half hour we have members from the Palmerton area of the Quilts Committee. They'll be talking about their event coming up, and you can go onto our website to find out upcoming events and shows. And thank you guys for coming on. Good luck with the committee and the park, and we look forward to all the new events. That's going to do it for us. We wish you all a happy Easter, and hopefully you'll learn some things about Chocolate Bunny and some of the candy. All right, that's going to do it for us tonight. We'll see you all next time.